We'll just take it from the front. All right, protest happening now. All right, so protest, we've just started a march now. Can everyone with a sign just give me a quick twirl? A quick little twirl, please. Thank you very much. Marvelous. Yes, the weather is rather wet today, but at least it's not torrential. Good morning and afternoon or good evening as the time of day applies to everyone. Abuse has to stop. Abuse has to stop.
1, 2, 3, 4. Disconnection out the door. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Disconnection out the door.
The abuse has to stop.
The abuse has to stop.
Chatting about bullshit.
Trying to sell me books. Yeah, on the high street.
Has to stop.
Yeah, no. Has to stop.
Quite so. Very strange walking down this street again. Disconnection out the door.
The abuse has to stop.
The abuse has to stop. We're getting little waves, thumbs up from the public. The abuse has to stop. All right, so we're just marching now through East Grinstead. We'll be at St. Hill in probably about 45 minutes. Last time I walked these streets was about 12 years ago. These are, by the way, my signs. We are streaming on YouTube. And rice and beans, long work hours, no days off. Is this really what you want? I thought that's very appropriate for me with the rice and beans. Thanks everyone for tuning in from all over the world. The abuse has to stop. The abuse has to stop. Getting thumbs up and waves from the public. They approve. Naturally. Oh my goodness, I remember this place. Oh yeah. Weird being back here. Haven't walked. Waitrose, good gracious, still there.
I don't imagine you bought many things there with the
No,
Scientology credit card.
I'll tell you what.
Or did you?
No, I'll tell you what. When I was working for Scientology at St. Hill, I had to cook for everybody, of course.
Yes, yeah.
And I had to cook special food for the executives, for CMO, the Commanders Messengers organizations,
Okay.
and for the CO,
Yeah.
the Supercargo Chief Officer. They are each holding several divisions, in the organization. But the really perverted thing about it is that the money that I was supposed to use to buy their special food came from the same pot as everybody else's money.
Okay.
So whilst everybody else, I had about maybe £4 or £3 per person per week to spend.
Yeah.
I spent on them each £20.
A week.
No, probably, between 20 and £30 a week. But it was all from the same pot.
I'm here.
It's all from the same pot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I wasn't given extra money for it.
No.
So
I see. So they
you know what I
got
mean?
Right. So they had an increased ratio.
Increased ratio because of course they're CMO.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there was like special ingredients or whatever, and then we had to go to Waitrose to get that because you couldn't get it at Sainsbury's.
So is this bringing back memories for you? This.
A little bit, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
At the moment, I feel okay about it. I wonder how it will be once I see the gates, those bloody gates.
Yeah.
But no, at the moment it's fine. I mean, something similar happened when I was in Denmark doing a protest.
Right, yes.
It was my very first protest.
I think I saw that video.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, thank you for watching.
You were chasing around the windows. I think you did well.
And at the beginning I was very nervous, and then I just sort of, I don't know, I just went for it and then it was fine.
Yeah.
But about 5 days later, I had a little bit of an emotional roller coaster because it sort of caught up on me. Okay. So I do hope that's going to happen this time as well, rather than it happening today or something.
But you recognize you're in a better position to recognise that.
Yes, sure.
the first time it's a new to be triggered from those kind of things. Maybe is unfamiliar. I guess what I'm saying is, I recognise the difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be fine. It'll be fine.
Yes.
I bought a little stool to rest
Okay.
my pretty little bottom on.
good man.
When I get a little exhausted, I've got my BLT sandwich,
Okay.
right, for sustenance.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure the buses used to drive down here to get to St. Hill.
It's nice when there's the occasional bit of support.
Oh, absolutely. We've had a few people waving,
Yeah.
giving us thumbs up.
Did you come up from the coast as well today?
Yeah. Came from Worthing.
Yeah.
What about you?
From London.
Oh,
But
right.
is this your first time event like this?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But hello, everybody who's in the chat already.
Is this your
Lovely having you here. Do pop in the chat from where you're watching. I'm sure you're watching from all over.
Bonnie's name is Strike Fear.
Scientology up north, PTS for life, wonderful.
But also so many other people. And
Selma, complicated last name.
Yeah.
know Bonnie's name. And I think a lot of that is down to her character as well.
Yeah, determination. She's
Yes.
a tough cookie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try crap her.
Right.
Very determined
Yeah.
and does not give up.
And rightfully so, because it's
It's worth fighting for.
yeah.
Yolanda's here as well. Watching from the Netherlands, from London. South London. From Switzerland, of course, Yolanda. Excellent.
So, the fact she went for it herself and is still here now, it's quite remarkable.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people would, after going into it, would have the capability of going to their front door, really.
Most you got Samuel, Alex, Bonnie, they are unique.
Coffee cults and crafts. Marvelous.
Do this, or you think it's the right thing to do. If you want to move on, and that's okay.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. Everybody smash the like button, but of course with
These
consent.
heroes, come out.
Yes. There we go. Hi, Laura. Let me get off the road. Right here. Off we go. Oh, Madam Scribble is here. How marvelous. And here's me live streaming Alex as he's live streaming me and everybody else. Hello, darlings.
Look who's here!
Hello. With
Hello,
my
darlings.
fabulously suppressive hat.
I love it. How are you, Sam?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Thank you. Yeah, good. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
There's a St. Hill van just gone past.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes! The abuse has to stop!
The abuse has to stop.
I'm trying not to shout too much because we are united to stand against Scientology abuse. Will Datson says, I drove past about half an hour ago, there was a huge coach blocking the road. Yes.
Yeah, I remember this road. We definitely drove past here always. Getting to St. Hill.
Great, but then goes in a good way. Yeah, I know.
And they caused disruption. And they're trying to blame that on the protesters, but in actual fact,
So all of us are, pretty much all of us, I think, are in those dreadfully unfashionable high vis. How do you call that? High vis. High visual. High visibility, but low fashion. Fashion vests. But that's all right. We make up with our charisma.
around the other side of the road, one of you press on press, there's quite a few presses from ITM.
Hans Christian Schwartz, hello, hello.
There's been David Mail, I believe, is the last round this afternoon.
Oh, and T is here too. Marvelous. From Australia. The sexist accent, in my humble opinion. Right, let me get a little. Hello.
Oh yeah, I ate that for 6 months. Rice and beans.
Rice and beans, hey. 6 months. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they didn't cook it.
Can we stick to the paper, please? Until we have our police secretary.
Oh, Brad is here as well. Marvelous.
It's on the bike, yeah. It's a big hill.
Yeah.
That hill looks nice.
I wouldn't want to cycle up this hill.
Alex, you may know this. There was a property somewhere here,
Yeah.
in somewhere between East Grinstead and St. Hill.
Yeah.
It was an old Victorian building. Looked like an old summer residence with lots of glass. And this was a property from St. Hill, also from Scientology. And it wasn't too far away from here, but I don't remember how it was called. Do you?
Are you talking about the one that burnt down, Brick House?
No.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Not in the road, stuck on the pavement.
On the pavement. No, it didn't. It didn't burn down.
Yeah.
But it was somewhere around here.
There's Brook House, there's Bulrushes,
Some residents right over there.
yeah,
And
at
one
the
time
top of the
they
hill.
shot a deer and hung it out in the garden.
Oh, lovely.
We'll stop there actually.
But anyway, on that property, the reason why I'm mentioning it, on 1 year, I think it must have been 2010,
Yeah.
maybe 2011, because there was so much snow and we were always late with the buses. Usually the drive would be half an hour from where we slept to St. Hill. And sometimes when there was so much snow, we would drive for 2 hours. And it was only 2 of us in the kitchen and we still had to get the food on time.
Thank you.
And so therefore, they decided that I should stay there and sleep there
Yeah.
for several nights. So I could be providing the food. Unfortunately, it was never heated and it was just a mattress on the
Thank you.
floor. So it was rather unlovely.
Well, I think I know the one. I think it's one up here that.
Bullards? Could it be Bullards?
Yeah, that's up here
Bullards.
on the left.
Yeah. It was Bullards.
There's Bullards. That's up on the left. I think Bullards got sold though. Actually,
Oh, okay.
it got sold to. I think it's now like private residences.
Okay. But it
But
got
it's still
sold
there. Yeah.
But it got sold to a Scientologist, do you know that?
No, I think they just got rid of
Okay,
the property.
fair enough.
Oh, careful. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining. Brook House burnt down, and the one next door is Bullards. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
Danielle's saying.
Yeah, I was
It's
just-
up here at the top of the road.
Yeah, I
Looks
was
like many people last
recounting
year. Actually,
a
less people last year.
story.
We had 46 last year. We've got.
There's,
was it 16 last time we counted, but we'll count
let's
again
see.
when we get to the property.
It's what makes life fun, isn't it?
I'm gonna go to the back again.
No.
So, right, so I was just recounting the story of Bullards. This used to be a property from Scientology, apparently has been sold. And it was 1 year, I think in 2010 or maybe 2011, it was decided that I should stay there the night, for a few nights, so as to be able to be early enough at St. Hill to cook all the food, because it took far too long during the winter because of all the snow. usually would take about 20 minutes, half an hour to get from Walsh Manor, which is our berthing, to St. Hill. And then they decided I should stay there. Unfortunately, there was no heating and there was only a mattress on the floor. Righty-ho. Please forgive me if I don't see the chat all the time. I need to watch out on these rather narrow roads in Mother England. All right, there's the police already. I think now we're waiting for the police to come. At some point, I think here, we will get a police escort. And they better be handsome.
I think that's on the when we turn left.
When we turn left. So we're just waiting here for them to pop up. I'm guessing.
I thought it was just a break.
Oh, it was a break for our legs. Oh, come on now. Pull yourself together. Close your eyes and think of Britain. Anyway. Get used to my terrible jokes.
No, I know. I'm speechless.
Speechless. Oh.
I thought they were from the council observing us. They're the press.
I'm not sure.
I thought they were.
Oh, come in a little bit.
Good. Alrighty. Right, shall we carry on with our little march?
Yes, indeed. Go, 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 off we go merrily down the stream. Something, 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 off to St. Hill.
What is it like being a resident of here and being on this march? What's it like?
At the moment, I'm okay.
Okay, yeah.
We're just having a little break here.
It's a gentle thing. No one's, you know.
You can have a look at maybe the banners.
Literally, the signs speak for themselves.
Yeah.
And actually, it can get quite good fun. Like,
Who is really at cause of your life, you or Scientology?
So
Good
it's a
question.
nice thing. So, might say, have a good night tonight. So
We all have high vis, low fash.
Like, but did he do it?
I never thought I'd get food like that. And when I went in there, it was good.
All right, so off we go again. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Please forgive me if I don't see your written text right away. I need to make sure I don't walk on the road. Our question, comments. I'm so proud of you. When was the last time you were at St. Hill? 12 years ago. I left on the 17th of December 2012. So almost 12 years ago was the last time I was at St. Hill. The weather is looking up. The OT powers have failed. It stopped raining. All right, across the road, single file. All right. The abuse has to stop. Have you got any good nun jokes?
Nun jokes?
Yeah.
I mean, I was brought up Catholic, so I did have, but it's been so long. I mean, obviously there's the soap joke.
The soap joke, go on.
Yeah.
I don't think I know it.
It's,
Is it very inappropriate?
yeah, it's very inappropriate.
Okay, well,
But if you say to someone, do you know about nuns, do you know that if you say, you know, the soap joke, everyone kind of goes,
oh, okay, the soap joke.
Nuns? No. I mean, no.
Well, there's a limerick that I once learned.
Okay.
How did it go? There once was a lady from Kew
Okay.
who said, as the priester withdrew,
Right.
I prefer the old vicar. He's longer and he's thicker. And besides that, he does it way better than you.
Right, okay. And my joke was less than appropriate than that. I
Oh,
mean,
well, then there you go.
Oh, my goodness.
I do apologize to everyone on the stream.
It's okay. Oh,
The
that's...
young man from Leeds who swallowed a packet of seeds. A blade of grass came out of his arse and his balls were covered in weeds.
Marvelous. Hey. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well. Sometimes it's difficult to know if a honk is approval or disapproval, but I'm going to choose the former. The life is X-rated. Well, darling, wouldn't you know? Yeah, we've got lots of public support. Yes, the sidewalk is quite narrow, but that's all right. Let me try to get onto the chats. Oh, well, thank you very much. MD Media 18. You've become a comedy cuisine. Oh, wow, look at that. Brook Manor, I remember this. But it has nothing to do with Scientology. But I remember driving past here. Good gracious. Here are the fabulous people being fabulous. Right, so now we're waiting here, I believe, for a moment. So let me have a look through the chat. Oh, team, thank you very much. Perfect Scientology audit. Welcome to the kitchen. So we are right now at Brook Manor. That's where we're going to have our afternoon tea. No, we're not. This is just a manor on the road between East Grinstead town centre to Saint Hill. And it is, as a matter of fact, a road that back in the day when I was in the Siok, we drove up here with the bus to get to Saint Hill. Brook Manor. Lovely. All right, so I have a moment now because we're waiting here. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, go ahead now, because now I can actually pay attention, because the roads are rather narrow and I don't want to have my foot run over by a car if possible. Question: how are you feeling about all this? Yeah, I'm feeling all right so far. I'm making inappropriate jokes. That always helps me with nervous situations. How do I get to the chat? Oh, I see. Now I got it. Okay, thank you. I can scroll up. I didn't realize I could do that on a live. You see, we're very professional here, darlings. Oh, Irish Mart. Thank you very much. You became a member. Chef de party. Wow. Thank you very much. Welcome to the kitchen. We've got so many marvelous people here. Let me just switch so you can see my marvelously suppressive hat with a few little feathers. Let's see, let me have a look through the chat a little bit. I didn't realize I could go back. Chat is full of suppressive awesomeness from Fluffer Squirrel UK, or as I like to call her, Madam Squirrel. And DB criminals, exactly, degraded beings. SBs are awesome indeed. SB Chef, enjoy your protest from A. Fila. Yes, so far so good. Oh, Daniel Chamberlain, how marvelous. Good to see you here. Escaping the cultivars A. Gabrielle, the treatment of SMM is so torturous. Yes, it is. And we took it. We sacrificed ourselves, our body for the cause. Because we've had so many bodies in the past. And we will have... Hey, we got support. Thank you so much. Please finish what you were saying about staying overnight with no heat from Capricious Caroline. Yes, sorry, I was walking, I was a little distracted. So I was saying that it was 2010, 2011 or so, where it was one winter, there was a lot of snow, and we kept on arriving quite late. So usually the drive from where we live at Walsh Manor to St. Hill would take maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. But during that particular year, it would take up to 2 hours or so because it just wouldn't work. And for the regular staff, of course, it was a bit annoying. But for us, having to cook, it was terrible because we still had to be on time with the food. And so it was decided that I should stay overnight at Bullard's, which is a property here, somewhere close by here where I'm standing now. I'm not sure where exactly. And so it was decided I would stay there. I think I stayed there for about a week or so. And there was no heating. I just had a mattress which was on the bare floor. It wasn't just me, it was a few other people who I think were essential people who had to be there always on time. So yeah, that was very unpleasant. All right. Yolanda, sorry, wie viele Aktivisten sind hier heute? Es sieht weniger aus im Westen. So this is the question from Yolanda, SP Swiss. She's asking how many activists we have today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, about 18. There might be a couple more joining us a little later. It is after all Friday afternoon, so maybe a few more. It is less than last year, that is true. But no less fabulous, darling, no less fabulous, of course. A comment from Andrea. Love highway is low fash. Well, you know, can't choose everything. Right.
Yeah.
I was there to do you remember me from the pub?
Yes, I think which one?
I won't tell anybody, all right?
When was this? I was drinking.
It was everyone's birthday.
We got the Ethical Taylor. Hello, Claire. Lovely seeing you here. The chat is so beautiful in green. I will definitely renew my membership. Oh, that's very kind of you. If you want to become a member, you can. You don't have to. You're still my darlings either way. Right, let me turn you around. So you don't have to look up my lovely hairy nose. Oh, I think I got... Thank you. We got support again. Et voilà, aka Brigitte. Oh, thank you very much, Brigitte. Merci beaucoup. Very kind of you. Right, so now we are walking up again this very narrow road. It's a proper British country road, darlings. A little narrow, a little wet. But you know, we Swiss, we are very tough. We don't complain about the weather. We say, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. I know, very brutal, but there it is. I'm very warmly wrapped up. And yes, if you want to give super chats or anything like that, that's very kind. But I would really appreciate if you would do a donation to either the Aftermath Foundation or SPTV Foundation. These are both foundations there to help people come out of Scientology, get them back on their feet. Yeah, we get lots of honks. Either because they agree with the protests or they think we look absolutely fabulous.
Everyone good?
Or possibly both.
Hey, I made it!
Yes, I've got my golden rod hat going. Lovely little countryside. Now we're having a little break, I'm assuming. Again, oh, we've got a new person here, this lady. Excellent. All right, let's keep going then. Hey, from Norway, marvelous! Thank you so much. Is it about the same time there now? Well, what time is it now? Actually, let me see. It's now 3:20. Yeah, we've got a good crowd here, in good spirits. And after the protest, we'll have some spirits probably. Oh yeah, and by the way, when I was, I forgot the place again. When I was in the winter at Bullards, I had to walk every day from there to St. Hill during the snow. It wasn't very pleasant, but there you are. Yes, thank you very much. We're getting a little support there, or at least a honk in any case. Very busy road. Oh my goodness, this is Bullards.
Is he?
Oh wow.
Hello.
This is Bullards.
This is Bullards.
Good
yeah.
gracious. Oh,
It's got
amazing. Oh, we've got a Scientologist here with his van. And this is Bullards. This is amazing. Oh, goodness. Any thoughts?
On Bullards?
It's a pity that it was Scientologist, but now it's not anymore, so that's good.
Okay.
But yeah,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay so far. I hope the same thing is going to happen like last time I did my first protest in Denmark.
Yeah.
And at first I was a little hesitant, and then I really got into it. And afterwards I was fine.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Afterwards, I felt guilty.
Oh, really?
I felt like I committed an overt.
Oh.
Like literally, I felt like I committed an overt. Oh my God, I'm going to get in so much trouble.
But you were fine.
But it was fine, of course. And then 5 days later, that's when the emotional roller coaster happened. So, but it was fine. I mean, I do hope that's going to happen the same thing, that I'm going to be fine today and tomorrow. And then maybe in a few days, I might, my emotion may catch up or may not. We'll see.
The key thing is taking lots of breaks and, make sure you're taking all the time you need to
Of course.
process everything. And you've got us here to support you.
Yes, I do appreciate that.
We're a group. We're here. We're united.
Oh, we're
not on
almost
your
there
own.
now.
We are.
Goodness,
almost
yeah, I
there.
remember this bend here. Although this wooden wall is new. Well, new. I haven't been here for 12 years, so.
A lot changes, but also a lot doesn't.
Yes, of course.
In a weird way.
like the com basket system.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm just going to run to the front.
Of course.
I'm going to meet the police.
Naturally. Go ahead. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good? Good, marvelous, marvelous.
So, I'm alright. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good, good.
Now, as I remember correctly, the first thing we're going to see is the gatehouse, which for a long time wasn't property of Scientology. But when I was leaving in 2012, on my routing out form, they had just bought that. Hello there. I'm Samuel.
I'm Stephen.
Stephen, pleased to meet you.
Also known as Axiom 142, if that means anything to you.
Axiom 142.
Yeah, on some of the forums and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so I think now we've got maybe a little over 20, maybe 20, 21 people, so that's good.
Where are you from, sir? Are you local?
No, I'm from Switzerland originally.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You haven't come here for this, though, have you? Or
No,
have you?
no,
okay.
no, no. This is my first time here. So yeah.
How are you enjoying it?
It's all right. The weather is pretty good.
It's very British.
Yes, but it's also quite warm. It's not that cold.
It is a little bit warm.
Yeah, that's all right. And it could always be worse.
Sorry?
It could always be worse.
It always can. You're very correct.
And the Swiss, they're very brutal. We say there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing.
Well said.
Indeed. And you from around here?
No, I'm from London. Our office is in central London. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's nice to come out to the country, quite
Yeah,
frankly.
yeah. No, I like the countryside.
Very nice part of England.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's have a look. Lovely countryside. Yes, it is a little cloudy at the moment, but it's all right. Because it has stopped raining, which means the OT committee, the local OT committee has failed. Because of course OTs can change the weather and control the weather. And clearly they failed. Thank you again to everyone who's watching, supporting, writing, commenting. It's quite warm. I think it's probably 12, 13 degrees Celsius or something. Maybe even a little bit more. And it's not windy. So I wonder who's going to be in front of the gates, security. Last time I knew a couple of them. There was Luca, he was the chief of security. Then there was the Laveau brothers. I believe Aaron and Jeff Laveau.
They related to Janet.
To Janet, they're her two sons.
Okay.
And they're both in security. And then there was somebody, but he wasn't there last. I didn't see him last year. His name is Owen. Mm-hmm. He's from Ireland.
Okay.
He was in security back then in 2012.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see who will be there this year. And the weird thing is, I'm protesting outside here, and my mother is still inside working.
It's St. Hill.
My mother is here. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since 12 years. The last time I spoke to her was in the middle of 2013.
Yeah.
And our last conversation, she was convincing. Well, she didn't convince me, but she was trying to convince me to do a special auditing process to audit my homosexuality out of me.
Right. Okay.
And at that point, I came to realize that homosexuality is not something I choose, so to speak. And I didn't like that I was homosexual at that point. But I just simply said, okay, well, that's how it is. And there's no point in trying to change that. And so I said to her, no, I don't want to do that. And then she said, okay. And then that was our last conversation.
There's a lot there. There's your character, your identity being challenged and not being happy because of the external influences. But then also we're going somewhere tonight and there'll be people walking past us. And your mother works at St. Hill.
Works at St. Hill.
What capacity?
She was, at the time, she was a course supervisor.
Okay.
And she was in, because you've got different courses.
Yeah.
You've got Div 6, it's called. These are the simple courses, the 50 pounds, 30 pounds courses that you do, or whatever.
Yeah.
Simple self-improvement courses. And then
you
you have...
bait and switch.
That's right. And then you've got the academy, which is where auditors are basically being made.
Okay.
And she was the supervisor for the academy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's an auditor. I think she was a class 5 auditor at that time.
She will be in the auditorium tonight.
I'm assuming, unless there is somebody who has to finish an auditing process.
Okay.
And she's going to be there.
Right.
I mean, there's no such thing as an if there's somebody who has to finish a particular auditing session.
Will be doing that.
Yeah, because there are certain auditing sessions you have to finish them within a certain amount of time.
Okay.
Or, for example, if there's a red tag, this means when you finish an auditing process, but then you cannot attest to it. Because you need to always attest to it to say everything is fine. And you're on the e-meter, and you get a so-called floating needle, indicating that everything was fine.
Yeah.
The auditing process was good. And if that doesn't happen, you get a so-called red tag.
Okay.
And when you have a red tag, you have to handle that situation within 24 hours, I believe. So if, for example, yesterday was a red tag, she might be now, doing something about that. So either that or she's in the auditorium. Something I thought about yesterday was maybe they're going to bring her out when they see me there.
Well, I mean, that's a natural thing for your mind to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sort of thing they would have done in the past. I don't know if they're going to do it this time. And I don't know how I will react, honestly.
They have done that before.
They have done things like that. They would bring out people.
I see.
They would bring out people that you knew, and they're trying to emotionally manipulate you, or like trying to say like, "What are you doing?"
I've seen that happen in other groups. It is a way to reinforce in the person that they still have control over.
Yeah, because my mother, she definitely wore the trousers in the family, so to speak.
Yeah.
She was very dominant.
Yeah.
And I was, quite fearful of her.
Okay.
And I don't know if me seeing her, I would be again the 10-year-old child or something, and being, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if anything like that happened, or if I can just have a normal conversation with her. If she's there, I'm obviously I'm not going to ignore her. I'm going to talk to her. And
she lives at St. Hill, is that right?
No, as far as I know, she lives at Walsh Manor. That's in Crowborough.
Where is that? Sorry.
In Crowborough. That's in Crowborough is a small town. It's called like that.
So she will be travelling here tonight.
Well, she would be already here, because all the
Right.
steel members, they live at Walsh Manor.
Okay.
At least they did back in 2012.
Right.
They may have changed. And then every day they would drive with these white buses, 16-seater buses.
So that would have been this morning?
This morning, that's right.
Okay.
She would have started work at 8:30, I think, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, 8:30 or 8 o'clock or something like that. She would have started work.
So today there's multiple layers of significance to you.
Yes.
That strike very deep into your personal history and your recovery. But there's it goes to the center of your attachment. Okay. Well, I'm grateful you're here.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to be here, to be in such marvelous company, naturally.
Yeah, they're okay. And they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the road.
Stop. The abuse has to stop. Oh yeah, so here, this road, so this is the main road where we just walked down, and now it turns left, and this is now in front of the gate anyway. We got a little camera crew. Thumbs up. Approval from the public. Marvelous. The police escort. Oh, I see a rather handsome gentleman over there. Anyway, put together, Samuel. Oh. And we're back again. Yeah, in the countryside, the connection isn't that marvelous. I apologize. The abuse has to stop.